Hi guys, Michael Furlong here from Roll Maximiser, and I have the pleasure of having a chat with two good friends of mine now that are Mark Errichiello and his beautiful wife, Michelle. Now, Michelle, we're going to talk a little bit about probably a really tough situation, but firstly, welcome to both of you. How are you guys going today?
Yeah, we're going good. Beautiful, beautiful spring day here in Melbourne. So it's nice.
And we're allowed out. We're allowed out. You have to wear a mask. But we're allowed out. It's actually quite nice, isn't it? It's refreshing.
It is very nice. Yeah.
It's refreshing. Now, just to summarise, you have master advocates. You're in Nidri, buyers advocacy, and also property management. Now, Michelle, you manage the property management side more than Mark. Mark manages the buyers advocacy side. Is that the way I've sort of delineated the role?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, we play to our strengths, and we worked out that's our strength, so we stick to it.
Perfect. How long have you been involved in property management?
I started in real estate in 2002.
Okay.
And then in 2004, I started to go into property management. So I started initially in admin.
So it's 15, 16, 18 years.
Yeah.
So 15 years in property management.
In property management, yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yes, when you put it like that, it is. And
it's interesting. You mentioned what it was like back then. You know, cloud-based software, Property Tree weren't around. Console was. No. Console was around. But what was the first software? Just out of interest, what was the first?
Tenacity.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, that was a difficult program, and I remember going into where are they based? Canterbury. Going from Vale to Canterbury to do their training. Yep.
Do you know, interesting, I was having a chat to an agency just recently, and they've just moved from Tenacity to Property Me. And I actually said to the property manager, I think you'd really struggle to find anyone that's current now that knows how to use Tenacity. You know, it's like using an old Abacus 1 and 2 and 3, you know, just silly. So today we're going to have a chat, Michelle, a little bit about, I actually feel a little bit in awe today. You're a Paralympian. We're going to move that aside. But Mark, tell me about you're a ninja. No, I'm going to move that back. Michelle, what an absolute honour. Now, I've known Mark for a long time. Today's the first time we've met, but I can tell you, and I might make him blush here, he's going to get even redder than he is. He speaks incredibly highly of you. He does. He always speaks highly of you and your achievements. And today I was reading through your profile. I'm going to read this out. Australian Paralympian, co-founder of Master Advocates with Mark, officer in effective control, licensed agent, member of REBA, buyer's advocate, property manager, motivational speaker. You've missed one on there. You've missed one, actually two. Mum. Yeah. I think mum needs to go on there. That's probably up there.
That's a very much a full-time job.
and personal carer of your husband.
Yeah. That's true.
You've probably got to put that on there as well.
The wheels would fall off if Michelle wasn't helping me.
So you guys work together in the business. So it's primarily buyer's advocacy, but what would it be, 50-50, the split, property management, or is it just because I know that you had your own agency up until recently, but a master advocate's been around for a number of years, 6 years now, and you've sold out another agency to concentrate entirely on the master advocates. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we sold, we were part of a major franchise and we sold that back in March.
So let's just go back to 2000. So 2002 started in real estate. Yes. 2004 started in property management. 2007, something pretty horrible happened.
Yeah, I was at work one day, Saturday afternoon in February 2007, and I was working admin at the time, like on a Saturday, just covering Saturday's admin role. Brought in the wheelie bin, was just throwing out rubbish, and then went to take the green wheelie bin back outside to where it lived. And when I stepped outside, a car, the driver had actually reversed into another car and panicked. Put both feet down, so one on the brake, one on the accelerator, and then accidentally lifted the one from the brake and came slamming into me. She pushed me into the brick wall of my workplace. And then, yeah, before I knew it, I'm lying on the bonnet of the car. Tremendous pain in my right leg, like something I have never felt in my life. I remember just screaming so loud. And like I was between the bonnet of the car and the brick wall at work, and I thought my leg was like severely squashed, like it was flat and like pancake thin. What I didn't actually know that when the car hit me, it had amputated my leg.
On the spot?
On the spot, yeah, the actual impact, like straight away took my leg off.
So you were, I'm feeling a bit hard on this. That's a horrible situation to be in, but it was just got you on one side, so your right side.
Yeah,
so you were front on, and
I remember seeing the car coming front on, and I knew it was going to hit me. Like I knew 100% there was no chance I was getting away from this car, but of course I'm going to try. Yeah. And I turned to the left, and I remember taking one step with the left foot, and then the car hit me. So I think by turning and taking that one step actually saved my left leg. So it just got me on the right side.
So that would have been, how old were you then? Young girl?
I was 24.
Okay. So young girl, had you started dating Mark? Had he made any moves on you?
Yeah, we were engaged at the time.
Oh, okay.
So, and it was 10 months before our wedding.
Smooth. So at that stage, I'm sure your life would have been in complete chaos.
Absolutely. You know,
so both physically, but psychologically.
Yeah. So, I mean, you don't go to work thinking, you know, in a couple of hours, your life's going to be turned upside down and you're literally going to be disabled for the rest of your life. You know, have that. But to be honest, initially, all I was concerned about, because as I said, you know, it was 10 months before the wedding, all I was worried about was, well, will Mark still want to marry me? Because I couldn't fathom, like, I wasn't this person that he proposed to. You know, I was a young girl with my 2 legs, and I couldn't fathom why he would still want to go through with the wedding, because I wasn't that same person anymore. So that was my biggest concern, and that was the first question I asked him after surgery and after I was able to talk again. That was the first question I asked him, do you still want to marry me? And Mark looked at me as if I was completely stupid and said, of course I do. So it was from that moment that obviously, you know, the emotional side of things was still there. Like the accident, like still had, you know, the flashbacks and all that, but based on emotions, that was the one thing that was really stressing me out. But so as soon as Mark said, yep, of course I still want to marry you, for me it was then about, okay, getting married in 10 months time, I've got to somehow walk down this aisle. I already had my wedding dress made, so there was no changes to it, and I didn't want to make any changes to it, and of course I wanted to dance my wedding waltz. So it was just full on focusing on what's going to happen in December.
Wow, what a story. And were you able to walk down the aisle?
I was, yeah. Look, to be honest, I didn't expect it to be as difficult as it was. And when I say difficult, it was that I couldn't find someone to make me the prosthetic leg. So long story short, my surgery, normally after traumatic amputations, you're in surgery for an hour. I was in surgery for 13 hours because they performed a surgery on me that had not been done in Australia before. I was a guinea pig. So then when it came time to having a prosthetic leg made, there was no one that could do it, or no one that was willing to try. So it took a whole month of seeing 3 specialists a day before I finally found someone who could say, yep, you know what, I know we can do this. Let's give it a go.
How long did it take you in your head for you to realize, one, I've got to learn how to walk, I've got to learn how to, and then running was probably a long way out of your mind from that stage?
Look, it was in the mind because I was told, look, Dad's going to wheel you down in a wheelchair down the aisle. You're not walking. Then straight away, I made it my goal. Well, I need to walk, I need to dance, and then I need to run, because if walking was going to be so difficult, how much harder is running going to be? And if I can achieve the running, then that was my way of telling myself I was fully rehabilitated, because it just seemed like an impossible task. So I had to do it.
Were you athletic beforehand?
No. Hated sport. Look, I was fit, and I had a gym membership, and I went to the gym every second night, or, you know, I'd go for a run after work. Yep. So I was fit, but never ever competitive. Like I never competed in anything in my life. At school, I had all these forged notes in my diary. I never did a PE class. Yeah. So
So the story that I want to get out from this, not only is that a remarkable story, but just the mental fortitude that you had to make the decision to, one, not give up.
Yeah.
First decision, not give up. Second one, I'm going to beat this. I'm going to learn to walk, but more importantly, I'm going to learn to run. And that's great. And most people would then look at you and say, Michelle, that is stunning, more than you could probably ever ask for. You took it a step further and said, I'm going to join a club, local club, and learn to run. I then took it a step further and go, no, bugger that. I'm going to represent the country and show everyone who I am. Where did that come from?
Oh, funny story. So when I got the prosthetic running leg made, like, it's the L-shaped, like it's the blade leg. So when I got that made, so I picked up the walking really quick and had no dramas starting to walk. So when I put the running leg on, I couldn't even walk in it, let alone run. So I didn't know what to do with the thing. My prosthetist told me, contact the Australian Paralympic Committee, see if they can help you. So I got in contact with them, met up at a training session.
How do you do that? Like, it's a question.
Googled them.
Google.
Googled them. Google Australian Paralympic Committee.
I think I qualified because I have a blade, but Google, what's the first story? I know.
No, it was, look, I've got this running leg and I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to use it. Can you assist me, or put me in touch with someone who can assist me? And it was actually their last training session before they were going off to Beijing for the 2008 games.
Yeah.
And they said, come down to Frankston, let's see if we can get you up and running and help you. So I went down there. Within half an hour, I was up and running. And it was that afternoon when I got home, I had an email from the Paralympic Committee saying, look, give running a good go, give it a good 6 months. If you like it, we'll enter you into, local, state, national competitions. And then there's the chance of going to the London Paralympic Games in 2012. So it was when I saw those 4 words, London Paralympic Games 2012, I was like, that's it, I'm there. I don't know how, I have no idea how I'm getting there, but I'm going there.
Mark, did you know when you started dating the receptionist at your office, which I'm not sure if is allowed, but you started, for sure, it's family business. I don't know how that works. But when you started dating Michelle, did you know that she had this in her, that fight?
I knew she was determined until the accident and watching her rehabilitate firsthand right there. I didn't know how strong she was, and that made me see things differently in life because of it. But she was always determined, always health conscious and motivated with property, good work ethic, all of that. Jogging every day and fitness wise, she'd even push me because I was a bit lazy fitness wise. And but
you're married to a Paralympian, mate. Get off your bum.
Exactly. So it was like, all right, but definitely the drive she had when she was told something's going to be difficult and to dig deep, then you really see that things in life, it can always be worse, and you can push forward.
And the honour that must have been bestowed on you by representing the country, but was that insignificant about the personal gratitude? Like, it was nice to represent the country. What was it? Personally?
Yeah, so for me, it was very much a personal goal. Like, I had to do it for my own mental health.
Yeah.
It was, as I said before, it was my way of knowing I was fully rehabilitated. And all I wanted to do was run initially. So to be able to, break world records and represent the country, our country at the games, it was just phenomenal. Like, it wasn't something I was expecting to be able to do, something I wanted to do. And that, that just improved my mental health, my emotional health so much. And I wasn't expecting that to come out of it. Like, I remember when I lost my leg, I threw out all my shorts and my skirts because I was never going to be wearing those again. Like, I was going to be in pants for the rest of my life. So once I had started running and I got physically strong, I very much got mentally strong. So it was
acceptance.
Absolutely. And now I'm always in, skirts and shorts.
Now, I don't understand the grading of the Paralympics, but it was the T42 sprint final.
So basically, T stands for track. So I did a track event. 42 is the code for above knee amputee. So yeah, being an above knee female amputee. 5th
in the world.
Yes. That's how I finished up. Yep.
How do you think that mental fortitude, that mental strength has carried you? So when was that? 2007, so 13 years ago.
The games were in 2012.
No, the accident was
Oh, the
2007.
accident 07. Yeah.
2007. So you've had 13 years
Yeah.
since.
Yeah.
You're a very different person now as a result, I would imagine, because you don't know what the other side would have been. But how do you think that the strength of going through the Olympics, walking, running, and having to deal with the challenge each day, how does that translate back through to business? How do you...
It gives me the confidence that when Mark and I have got a goal or we want to achieve something, it gives me the confidence to know that it's doable. Yep. So for someone who never ran, competed, nothing, to go to the games and, you know, prior to the games, break world records, if I can do that, then, you know, starting up a business and getting clients, you know, for me, that was very much doable. It gave me not the knowledge, like it gave me the backing, the okay, like I knew we could do it. So when Mark floated the idea, like we had been talking about it for a while, we knew we wanted to do something together. So when he said, you know, he loves the buyer's advocacy and helping our family and friends buy, that we want to turn it into a business. I remember we started Master Advocates on our daughter's first birthday. So we were a young family, you know, we had one client. So to be able to, you know, cut off all our finances and not have an income coming in, and we only had this one client, that took a lot of guts. And having my experience, what, you know, the accident I went through and the rehabilitation, that gave me the confidence to know that, yeah, we can do this. I know it's going to be hard, but step by step, little bit by little bit, we're going to get there.
Adversity seems to be both of your middle names. You're like super couple. And the reason why I want to bring the super couple in is I'm just going to bring in the Australian Ninja. So Mark, tell me, I've had a look through Michelle's profile on your website. It's super impressive. I can see why you married her. I'm unsure why she married you. I have a look through here. Very boring, real estate agent, licensed, blah, 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 vendor's advocate, buyer's advocate, yada, 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 ninja. I saw that and I thought, this guy's got something that I didn't know about. Tell me a little bit about martial arts, mate. Again, there's a level of dedication there. A lot of people start it, but never get to a stage where they're proficient. And clearly you've got dedication there as well.
Oh, well, look, I've still got a long way to go because it's just, you know, it was early stages, but I got the one that I stuck to the longest was Aikido. It's a Japanese martial art.
Is that with the sticks?
Yeah, sticks and swords and a lot of hand and balance work, but you know, just the culture around those type of dojos and the teacher. I'll give him a plug as well. It's Seikatsu Aikido in Pasco Vale. I think the culture that he built there, and then shared the philosophy behind Japanese martial art, and it was just a good mindset and a good balance in life. But you know, I think I grew up in Brunswick, and everyone always loved martial arts. 80s and 90s martial arts was huge, you know. So it was always boxing or kickboxing, or you know, I did security for a bit when I was younger, and everyone in that area was interested in martial arts. So it was something I was just always interested in and doing, but never progressing much. But that, you know, Aikido is something that, you know, is very important, that I think, you know, when things open up again, it's very important for me to get back to those type of activities. And more so, I pushed a little bit more into it too. Michelle motivated me with her determination, so I started getting a bit more dedicated.
I think both of your girls have got some steps to fill, because they look at both of you, Paralympian and dedication business owners. It's been an absolute pleasure. You're my now super friends. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. Best of luck with the business for the 2021 year. 2020 has been an absolute write-off for some. Some it's been a great year, but for some, but 2021 can't be any worse, can it?
No, only go up from here. So. Yeah.
All the best of health to you both, and
Thank
great
you very
chatting.
much, Michael.
So anyone who's looking to buy a property or rent a property in and around that Niddrie area, but you surround as well, Michelle. Yeah,
definitely. We go all of Victoria. So we'll turn it, if we need to, you know, look in Bendigo, we'll turn it into a family trip away for the weekend and go search in Bendigo.
A rental, you wouldn't manage properties in Bendigo, would you?
If for good clients, absolutely, we have, and we do.
Wow,
It depends how much we take care of like their portfolio already. You know, some clients with been lifelong relationships, you know, throughout different parts of our careers.
Yep.
Some just want us to take care of their portfolio. So we'll travel when it comes time. You know, and I'm usually out in the locations anyway, but most are probably within a 30-40K radius, you know, of the CBD.
So a client would come to you that you can help them with their property, their investment, all of their property needs, and their property management as well.
Yeah, absolutely we can.
Well done. Good little business model. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's masteradvocates.com.au. We'll put the website underneath. Michelle and Mark, thank you for being so generous with sharing your story. Mark, thank you for being so generous in, I don't know what it is that you do, buy us that or something like that. You've married up. You clearly have married up.
Well, smart. I'm the smart one in the relationship.
You're the smart one. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Michael, very much. Bye.